Wiggity wiggity, what up y'all? I'm UkranianLimbs. I usually don't try to teach people how to be better at the game. There are a lot of people out there teaching the basics about classes and perks and spawns and whatnot, but there are very few people that could comprehend what goes through the mind of someone who eats, sleeps, and breathes Call of Duty the way that I do. With that said, I bring you a short little tale of revenge and a glimpse into the mind of a Call of Duty guru. So I hear an enemy care package coming inbound, which means someone will be camping on the outskirts of the map. I just need to pick an area of spawn and hope for the best. So, looks like I picked the right area. I'm about to pick up the easy kill, but as this guy goes down, I notice he has IND in his clan tag, indicating he's most likely from the state of Indiana, the second most vengeful out of all the United States. So that interaction probably played out a little bit more like this in his mind: oh my god, I love you forever, and the care package totally butthurt too, but their tragic love story has to come to an end. Surely, though, he'll come running back to avenge his death and claim his care package, so, I'm not going to take it quite yet, knowing that the average revenge killer will be bloodthirsty for more and thoughtlessly come running back, and like clockwork, he stumbles around the corner. At this point, I know he is definitely from Indiana. I now have enough time to claim the troll bait and move onward. Now, I glance at the score, realize we're losing, so I hop on the A flag, even though my teammate's already there, because you can't trust them. Sure enough, he kills himself with a frag grenade for absolutely no reason. Now, the boy from Indiana most likely spawned before we took the flag, which means he'll be even more bloodthirsty and nearby. He's thinking to himself right now, my name is Adam Montoya, you took my care package, prepare to die. Meanwhile, I'm going to bide my time, clear out this section of spawn, and sure enough, he comes coming back for a third dose. He almost caught me off guard, but I live to fight another day. Alrighty, so I see that they're taking their C flag back, which means we'll soon be double capped, and obviously you need to take 2 of 3 flags in domination for the majority of the game to win, but you guys know that, you're not an idiot. So, I recognize this is a good time to advance and try to take the B flag while they're back taking their own C flag. I see a lot of my teammates are further up along the map, so I can get to this spot uncontested. I know guys are going to come whipping around the corner and throw my stun grenade, but bad timing. Even a Call of Duty guru makes mistakes. Now stop. Freeze frame. What do you guys see in this situation? I'll tell you what a Call of Duty guru sees. I see a sign up top that says Havana. That means we're in the Cuban capital city located just outside of the United States. I also see a truck to the right, that'd be the ZIL 131, manufactured in 1967, used in the hunt for Che Guevara, which means it was imported between late summer and early fall that year. We now know the season that it's in and where we're at in the world. We can look at the climate patterns even further. We know that Havana is located 80 kilometers west of Haiti across the Windward Passage, and Cuba's climate is generally tropical and moderated by trade winds. We can now use that knowledge to guide our bullets more accurately. Given we're using the commando, everyone knows those stats. That's amateur hour. What really matters here is the muzzle velocity. It's 3,050 feet per second. With the silencer, it's about 2,745 feet per second. Now, we see a low pressure system developing up ahead. We got some stratocumulus clouds moving in. We can use that to help guide our bullets even more accurately. Given the southwesterly trade winds between 7 and 9 knots in the Windward Passage, we can use Bayes' theorem to deduce that we need to lead our bullets to the left 1.2% to 2.3% depending on our distance from our target. Also, given that same knowledge, with the southeasterly trade winds between 7 and 9 knots, we can guide our bullets to the right about 2.2% to 3.3% depending on our distance from our target. Given all that great knowledge, we can now go ahead and help our team win. Man, what the bull, mother... Turn that music off. Whack Ops, Bad Robot, Eva, Wally, Bad Hit Detection, Snuffleupagus, out of here, you paranoid android.
Hey, what's up guys? Sons of Justice here for another round, and despite how you may feel about my wins over Federation and Trout, I really hope you guys can give me a chance and listen. A lot of videos are posted to show tips for Black Ops and what perks to use, what strategy is best for a certain game type, but I feel like those are just short-term goals. So hopefully I can give you advice on how to succeed over every COD title and even on how to use it to your advantage in real life. So let's keep this going. I mean, since my second year in college when COD 2 launched with 360, it has given me the do what's best for the team mentality. And if that meant, taking a death before the HQ was established, so be it. But ever since Treyarch brought in the leaderboards on COD 3, people have become obsessed with their kill-death ratio. I mean, camping in corners, dashboarding, you name it, to preserve their stats when they could be helping the team capture the objective, whether it be capture the flag, headquarters, SND, or war, for those who remember it during COD 3 and World at War. Believe me when I say that I could camp a spawn choke point, farm kills, stack up kill streaks, and get 100 plus kill games, but where's the fun in that? I mean, let's relate that to real life and sports. Have any of you been on a team that had a player that always ball hogged, and instead of passing the ball to an open player that had a better chance at scoring, they decided to keep the ball and miss the shot? I mean, that's what I'm trying to get at, guys. It's not fun for the team when you're out on the field only thinking about yourself and trying to find impossible ways to score, just so you can brag about it later on Facebook or Twitter. I mean, think of why parents even put their kids in sports. It's not just so they can learn how to throw a curveball or shoot a three-pointer or score a touchdown. It's to show you the value of working as a team, making friends, and just having fun. All these things I've felt, during my career playing COD. And I still have people on my friends list that I met on COD 2 and 3. So, big deal, so what if you can't be the fastest person on the track team or the head quarterback? I mean, COD can teach you the same golden rules of working together for a common goal. So let's keep this going, and let's talk about UkranianLimbs. If you've watched his fake resume videos, you probably laughed and thought playing COD could never help land a real job. So let's take a trip down memory lane to a game called World at War. GameStop was holding a national competition to bring out some of the best COD players and fly them out to San Diego for the final. Round 1, no one showed up, instant bye to the next round. Round 2, I came in second place, but still qualified for the regional round. And now it's game time, because the winner at regionals gets the free trip to San Diego and a chance at $5,000. So I run through the brackets, beating my opponents, and I find myself in the final. I'm down and I'm really struggling to keep up. It was really gloomy. And at this point, it's easy to just say I quit and walk away, but what would that say about me, if I threw in the towel in a moment of pressure like that? So I gathered myself and pushed forward, and I regained the lead and doubled it within literally a minute. But what felt like a lifetime, because my heart was pumping. I mean, I thought it was going to just jump out of my chest. But I won. I got the free trip, was able to see California for the first time, compliments of GameStop and Treyarch. And I played on the USS Midway and met Josh Olin and the rest of the Treyarch family. So it was so awesome. And just so you're not left on a serious cliffhanger, there were 32 finalists. I advanced from the semifinal match into the final and lost. But the experience was one I'll never forget, and I'm glad that GameStop has continued to do it every year so that other games can feel how I felt, which was just amazing. So what the hell does this have to do with goals? Let's fast forward to just after I received my bachelor's degree and I'm applying for jobs. It obviously is a tough economy, but companies, what they're doing now is they're doing interviews based on behavior, which pretty much means instead of asking questions like, what's your biggest strength and weakness? They ask questions like, tell me a time you had extreme pressure and placed on you. And then they follow up with a probe question like, how did you react? And what did you do to solve the situation? Sorry about that. And they ask these questions because past behavior is the best predictor to show how you're going to perform the job in the future. Thanks, Mrs. Parker. Your HR lectures were awesome, and I still remember them. Companies want team players. They want an employee who will want to help the organization to grow, gain profits, and help colleagues grow to their full potential. So, as silly as it sounds, your experience, your previous actions will reflect on you during your interviews. And I've played COD throughout the years because it was a great way to escape the pressures of school, work, and all the curveballs life throws at us from time to time. And with the right balance of gaming, staying away from drugs, and other hobbies I enjoy doing, I recently landed the job that I've been after for months. In today's workforce, there are more people playing video games than you might think, like World of Warcraft and our beloved Call of Duty. So letting them know that I'm an avid COD fan and even won a free trip had to have earned me a gold star somewhere during the hiring process. So to sum it up, it's not about how you say you act now, it's about how you've carried yourself over the years that shows your true character. And all those decisions add up and prove how great of a person you are and how valuable you could be for a company. So use this passion for video games and anything you do for that matter, and let it be something that you can look back at and say, yeah, those were nights well spent. Alright guys, I'm out of time. I'm out of here. Game on.